There's a difference between being rude and constructive criticism.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what if the rudeness, right? What if the constructive criticism never jars a person out of the delusion, but rudeness does? So if somebody walks by and they're like, no, all these people are lying to you, they're bullshitting, right? They're all bullshitting you. You're not beautiful. You're actually quite ugly. And here's the things you need to change, and then you will be beautiful, right? Who's doing the bigger favor?
Well, I'll give you an analogy since you love analogies. So Lady Gaga was arguably incredibly delusional when she went to NYU Tisch. My brother went to Tisch, so he knows a little bit of the backstory of Lady Gaga, aka Stephanie. There was, I guess she was super annoying in the program. She was in the recorded music program. She's
still annoying.
She was super annoying, and she would tell everybody she's gonna be famous, and that's all she wanted to do was be famous. They actually created a Facebook group at NYU called Stephanie So-and-so You Will Never Be Famous about Lady Gaga. And clearly, she was delusional enough and manifested that delusion into her current reality. So, I do think that people are very quick to call a lot of people delusional, but there is also a sense of delusion, and maybe believing in yourself can be called delusional. So I think it's a very subjective, but I think it's very subjective.
Yeah, exactly.
When you utilize an outlier, like you say, one chick in 100 million was able to become a massive pop star sensation, which is never going to happen to any of you at this table. It's never going to happen to anybody that you know, likely, right? Not saying it's impossible, but it's just the likelihood of it is not great, right? You would all agree that that's true. You're not going to become a Lady Gaga success story tomorrow. And if you did, it would be extraordinary. It'd be like getting hit by lightning twice. It's possible, but it's just very unlikely. So when you appeal to an outlier and you say, but some women can be delusional or some men can be delusional and still have good outcomes, I wouldn't even argue that that's true. But for the vast, vast majority of people, that's clearly not true. And it still seems to me that it would be a great disservice to pretend that a person is X just to feed into their delusion, especially if you think that telling them they could make those improvements so they could get there. Like, for instance, maybe there's a lot of things there that we're not thinking about with Lady Gaga. Maybe people told her things like, hey, you need to stop doing this, or maybe you need to get this tummy tuck, or maybe you need to get this boob job, or you have to do A, B, C, and D in order to be in this industry at all. And I'm sure she had to do all sorts of changes to break these delusions, right? So, yeah, I'm guessing even from the case of what you're talking about, there still had to be some delusion breaking. But isn't that ultimately the least cruel thing you can do, is tell people what the truth is so that they can take care of these problems?
I don't know. Someone else wanted
to. Like, here, I'll give you a really good example. Let's say a man is really attractive to you, to the 10, but he's broke, right?
Oh, God.
Would you give him the advice that if he wanted to date you, he could go make more money?
Yes.
You would. So you think he's delusional for wanting to date you with no money, and you're willing to tell him the truth so that then he can improve his situation to get the thing that he wants, right?
I mean, if he asked, but I wouldn't say it like unsolicited, but I would say it is slightly delusional, but that's okay. Delulu can be the Delulu. Maybe he'll find someone that doesn't care about how much money he makes. And that is okay.
Hail and well met. Lol Paladins donated $200.02. Dumb black shirt girl. Quasimodo in the Disney movie got friend zoned, and Esmeralda ended up dating the 6-foot-tall Chad hero soldier. Even poor Quasimodo would be called an incel by the feminist.
Your response?
Wait, there's so much to unpack here. I don't even know who these people are.
I think that was to...
The Hunchback of...
Oh.
Or who brought up the Hunchback of Notre?
First of all, I'm very smart.
He said that the Hunchback was extremely attractive because he was the lead in an animated Disney movie.
Okay.
Into the mic.
Okay, wait, sorry. Can you go back to that? I need to read that one more time.
Okay, I'll play it again.
Hail and well met.
Cheers.
Lol Paladins donated $200.02. Dumb black shirt girl. Quasimodo in the Disney movie got friend zoned, and Esmeralda ended up dating the 6-foot-tall Chad hero soldier. Even poor Quasimodo would be called an incel by the feminist.
Yo, Law Paladins, thank you for the TTS. Sorry for the delay there. We have to do a bit of a moderation for tonight's show on everything, but
Okay. Okay. So I don't blame her for choosing the 6-foot guy, and if she found him unattractive, that's fine. And yeah, and I'm not dumb.
okay.
Birdman donated $200.
Thank you, Birdman.
Describing
Thank you.
an ugly woman doesn't mean that you can't find beauty in that woman. Finding beauty in everyone takes work, but denying unattractiveness is delusions. Stop being delusional.
Yeah, and I can make this, I can actually form this into the easiest way possible. How many of you here have ever been on a dating app? Raise your hand. Not you though, 10, right? You've never been on a dating app in your life, huh?
No.
Really?
I'm old-fashioned.
You've never been online and seen men who you have chatted with for dates ever?
I mean, on Instagram, sure. Like,
Okay, great. And you don't know anything about these people, right? All you can see is their picture. Because show of hands if you've ever rejected a guy based on their picture.
Duh.
Yeah, everybody. So somehow we're able to ascertain attraction here. Isn't that interesting?
But also,
Yeah.
I would not match with a fish picture. So that's not about your physical looks. That's about your activity.
Wait, you wouldn't date a guy who's holding up a fish?
No.
Why
You mean
not?
Jesus fish?
No, it's just it tells me all I need to know about you. Like
Like
they-
a bass fish.
like holding up a
Actual
fish
fishing.
in your dating app picture.
Yeah.
What does
Yeah.
it tell you about them?
It's
That
just
they like to fish?
yeah, but
Hold on,
that-
let's let her answer.
I don't know. It just tells me what I need to know. Like, if that's the best picture of yourself. Also, like, do you think I'm going to be
hold on,
impressed
hold on.
by the fish? The size of the fish?
What does it tell you?
I don't like outdoorsmen.
What? Okay.
Well, this is actually kind of amazing, right? Because I think that you actually said, you kind of told on yourself there a little bit. You said, how are you trying to impress me with a fish? Well, they're not trying to impress you. They're trying to show you about them. They're not trying to impress you with her. They're not like big fish, woman like big fish, now woman date, right? They're trying to convey to you a thing about them that they are very proud of this thing that they did and that they enjoy. They're doing a conveyance about them. It's not to impress perhaps you.
Fine, I don't really give a fuck regardless.
Yeah, I mean, perhaps you don't, but it's still worth noting as we're talking about relationship dynamics that we're talking about the distinction in perceptions of people. I don't think that men post pictures of them having just, killed a deer or holding up a fish or them in the outdoors to convey to you with grunting, me make big fish, now we go back to my cave, right? I don't think that that's the point. I think that the point is that they're just trying to convey what they're about. That's all.
Wait, and really quick on the fish thing, just show of hands, who else here, if the guy has a fish pic, is that not about it? Not about the fish pic? Anybody else? You don't like it?
No, it's not
Why?
in my interests. So
Fishing?
yeah, no, yeah. I don't
So?
think we would
Do you
have a lot in common then.
because he fishes?
Yes.
What?
So wait, you're saying I didn't know this, but are you saying that there's an actual cheat code for men to rule out horrible fucking women by just posting a picture of them with fish?
Correct.
Like honestly, they can just rule out
Correct.
horrible women by just posting a picture of
That's
them.
all you have to do, baby.
Why don't you like it?
no, there's just one guy I know who did that, and it just didn't end up well. So that's just the only
Okay, and
reason.
then you seem to be on the fence on this. Into the mic.
I don't mind fishing at all. I mean, it's just I understand what you're talking about because most of the fishing pics they can seem concerning for the women. I understand what you're talking about, but if it's the fish picture with the guy in whose eyes I can just look and understand that okay, I'm interested in that face. I he's not looking scary, he's not looking unattractive to me, I can still swipe, right? But yeah, I kind of understand. Yeah.
Why is it concerning?
I didn't say it's concerning.
You literally said concerning.
Sorry. Yeah. Because sometimes those fishing pictures, it's hard to explain. Sometimes they show automatically a very low income, and it's not about stereotype with the connected to the fishing. Absolutely not. It's just sometimes it's a very shitty taken picture. It's the guy just looking, he's dressed in a very messy, weird clothes, and he's just like, and it looks unattractive to me personally.
Okay, hold on. Let me
happens.
stop.
Wait, I agree with that,
Stop. Let me simplify this a little bit. If the picture is well taken,
yeah,
and he's holding a fish, is it still a problem?
No,
So it has nothing to do with the fish picture then.
It's a very.
So your criticism is not. It's about poorly taken photos.
However, I digress. I kind of agree.
No. Let's let her
I agree
answer.
too.
Sometimes
Agree with what?
The fact that most fish pictures are kind of like poorly taken.
Yeah, there's some.
But I think they're
Okay,
fishing.
so is your objection
like they're in the wilderness.
fish picture or
Fishing.
that they're poorly taken?
It's the whole aesthetic.
It's not about the hobby. It's not about the hobby of fishing. It's
Is it-
about
okay.
something else in the picture.
But hold on. So if it's not about the hobby but it's about taking a picture and having the picture on the dating app.
No, it's
So
about.
what is the issue?
Okay, I will try my best to explain this. Usually, the situation with the fishing picture is that first of all, the way it is taken, sometimes it's a very weird way of taking this picture. Sometimes it's a very bad quality of the picture, and
Okay, so if the quality of the picture is good and it's a fish picture, 100% okay, no issue with it.
Absolutely not. Yes.
So
No
I-
issue
14
with that
and
at
above.
all. Yeah.
To solve this problem,
I agree with her.
all a man needs to do is get his trophy bass out of the river, run down, get his hair cut real quick and his beard trimmed, and then go over and have professional studio grade quality backgrounds put up, look into the camera with full makeup and hold the fish up without any waders on at all, and he's going to be in good shape then.
I don't really like the fish pics that are taken in like the local creek. I want the big fish in the middle of the ocean.
Yes.
On the yacht.
Exactly.
Yeah. And no waiters. Absolutely no waiters in the picture, please.